Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I hope that y'all had a wonderful week. I know I did. What about you?
I think it was good. I think it was good.
Wonderful. We're back for another episode of Our Truth because I am his mom.
And I am her son.
So tonight we are going to be talking about community over clout, rebuild real life connections. So now when I thought about this topic, my whole mind frame was pretty much thinking like basis somewhat like on our last topic, social media, but in a different aspect of how many people are on media, and instead of going with the um how could I say this? Instead of going with the person that is less favored when a comment is made, they rather choose clout. They go with the majority, even if they don't feel that way. But the fact that they don't want to be singled out, they don't pick community. They'd rather get those numbers, get those likes, than because they want that clout. Oh, look what they said. Ooh, oh yeah, they told them up. Let me go check out their page. And then they build their numbers instead of speaking their mind. Like, but in their real life, they don't feel that way. They don't think that way. But online, they have to because the majority, they go with the majority. I've never been that type of person to go with the majority. I'm always gonna pick
Mm.
community over clout. I don't care what you think about me or how you feel about me. I'm gonna always stick to my morals. I don't care. I don't need the numbers. The numbers would be nice, but guess what? I can get the numbers by. I believe that I can get the numbers by picking community. I really do. So what about you? What do you think about that?
In my opinion, I feel like what you're saying is like is on the basis of it, and I feel like when you hear community over clout, a lot of people, um, I don't know if they know exactly what that means, but I'm gonna break it down and then I'm gonna give how I feel. But when you're choosing, because I feel like you made good points in what you said, but I feel like when you're choosing community over clout or clout over community is exactly what my mom said. You are choosing to go over the vanity and the metrics of things and the what's the and the trending things to do versus being yourself, knowing what kind of people you reach. So here's what I'm saying. Clout. If I chose to just do what I see everybody else doing and just going for the followers and just going for the people who want to see me do it and I'm just out here just not really caring about who I'm engaging, who's watching me. I'm just as long as you're watching. I don't care who's looking as long as you're looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't care about what you say in the comments because it ain't gonna make or break me. I'm out here doing my thing. That's a clout. That's clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he doing this, he doing that. Like, you care about that stuff. Community are you putting out, even if you putting out content or you making music or you draw, whatever you do, when you're for the community, you're reaching out to them. You are engaging with them in the comments. You're talking to them. You're open. You're asking them questions. You're listening to their answers. Like if you have a Spotify account or if you have a podcast or whatever, you're engaging with the people. You are making it known that you are there for the community. Like you don't represent self. It's not a self brand. Like I'm out here for myself, and that's the difference for community over clout. And as far as myself, I've never really cared for clout. I've never really been a clout chaser. I never really cared about how people felt about me, their opinions on me. Like whether or not they like, if I did something because I wanted to, not because I was pressured to, not because of how it looked or how it made somebody else look cool. Like, cause I didn't care about that. So I was all about community. Like, even everything I did was all about my community. Even the street stuff, like it was about my community, the people I was around, the people I was with. I was, um, listening to their complaints and their worries, and I came through for them on different aspects. Like, so it's like I don't I don't know why the world today relies so much on clout when it comes to stuff like that. Like, because I feel like if you're honest with people and they see that you're just like them and you go through problems just like them and you have the regular everyday life just like them. The only difference is you make a little bit more money. You're a little bit more wealthy. Your job is different. Hey, you may work at the grocery store. I act. You may work at the pharmacy market. I have a radio station. You may work at Z Smart, like me. I work at Z Smart Furniture. I make music as well, and I'm writing scripts and movies and stuff. So I have a lot of stuff going on. But hey, I work at Z Smart. But somebody else could be a millionaire who owns hotels. But guess what? We are relatable because we both pay taxes. We both have to go grocery shopping. You might not even go grocery shopping, but we both have to put gas in our car. We both have to pay bills. We both have to live our life. We both have to wake up and get to it every day. So it's like when you relate to people, not because of the money you make, but because of what you go through in life, the struggles you have, people who, and that's why I feel like that's how I'm gonna be different. Like for me, myself, since I do have a brand, like with this, even with this, the podcast we do now, like we have a brand and I have a brand. I feel like, so when it comes to me, I want to be for my community. I want them to tell me, hey man, that song you made, I like that song. That song was nice. You should make more songs like that. Hey, this song had a nice storytelling. I like the storytelling. You should do stuff like that. So when I make music, I'm definitely going to care about the feedback. I'm definitely going to want the feedback, even if people are like, yo, that song was trash. Hey, I like you. I'm glad you heard it though. Glad you listened to it. Thank you
Right.
for your opinion. So it's, for me, it ain't about
And
putting out the next song.
Clout would have you listen to that person and then changing it to be someone you not just for those people.
Exactly. And I'm not doing that. I was just about to say that. I'm not changing who I am. I was just about to say that. I'm not changing who I am for other people. I was just about to say that. That's crazy. Because I'm not. I'm not changing who I am for anybody. Like, I'm not. No, no, eh, no. And I wonder why people do it.
The numbers.
Yeah, but they don't feel like
Everything
being
is
their authentic self could give them numbers too. Like, look at us. Like, yeah, we're starting off slow.
some do.
But we're
Some
still being
do.
honest, and wait till more people start listening to us more and see how more truthful we are, see how authentic we are. It's going to catch on for people to be like, you know what? We should be more like that, like speak our minds and not be afraid of this world of being canceled. Because are you worried about being canceled?
No.
I'm not worried about
I
being
don't believe
canceled.
you know what? I don't believe you can
How you gonna
cancel a
cancel me?
person.
A whole human being. I ain't no program or TV show or
Right.
something that's on a computer.
Because rather you my thing is I enjoy the podcast because I really enjoy doing this
Yes,
with
me
you.
too.
So if you know,
Same here. Same here.
just like you say, one day somebody might it might reach a demographic and they be like, oh, this is cool. Um, everybody not gonna like it.
Mm-mm.
Well, but I'm not gonna change it. Someone can come to me and be like, oh, what can you talk about so and so, so and so? But what you can't do is come and say, oh, you need to not talk about, don't tell me that.
Yeah, you can give
I
us suggestions to talk about stuff, but you won't be able to stop us from talking about stuff. Oh no, no, no.
right. Like
I'll talk
I don't
about
care.
anything. I'll
Right.
talk about Martin Luther King. I'll talk about Rosa
I'm
Parks.
not
Oh, yeah. I have opinions. Y'all don't want to hear me.
yeah, we do. That's what this podcast is for. We
Woo!
speak
Oh,
our
matter of fact,
truth.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Oh man, exactly. So never mind. Never mind. They can be like, what
So,
you got to say about Rosa Parks? Don't worry about it. We'll say that.
so
We'll save
basically,
that.
yeah. another thing that I feel, not all of them, but some of them, that I feel is horrible when people are thinking more about clout than community, is some of these trends out here that people come up with. Um, in the past, a few months, you
Mm-hmm.
have had teens and young adults, because they on TikTok, that have
Uh,
died trying to do trends.
really?
Because, oh yeah, um because they trying to be, instead of saying, well, this is just that they just do it for clout, they just do it for numbers, instead of realizing that, they look and they like, oh, this is cool, look at their numbers, everybody liking they posts, everybody commenting, I want to build my TikTok up, so let me do this trend. No, that is horrible to me. It's just horrible to me. I'm looking at,
Right.
let's see here. Right here.
Yeah, you make
Tragic
a point.
incidents involving minors and dangerous viral challenges have led to increased scrutiny of social media platforms and digital safety. Reports indicate that several children and teenagers have lost their lives after attempting high risk activities popularized through online trends. These incidents often involve physical stunts or the misuse of household products, leading to severe injury or death, just to have clout. Instead of saying, okay, so this is just a handful of people that's doing this, and because what you see, and the people that's doing these, how about, oh, if, like, okay, so like us, our truth, right? I bet you any kind of money that some of those people that did those trends where another child was either killed or, some, or injured, that something was negatively, I think that's the word, negatively affected. Ever, if they post that, then they won't get any clout. They're not going to post that for the community to know, oh, you shouldn't do this because this might happen or that might happen, or, ooh, I had to. No, they will take 1,000 takes to make sure it turn out right, so that they can post to make everyone think this is the best trend out there. But if they was to tell the truth and be like, when I tried this, so and so happened to me, or so and so happened to me. This is a great trend, but it ain't for everyone. That's you choosing clout. That right there to me is choosing
Mm,
clout over community.
right.
And somebody go, well, I'm responsible for what they did. Everyone that brags about a trend that is so popular is so good, and no one tells the bad side of that said trend, is all responsible. That's just my opinion. That's my
Mm,
truth. So what you think?
that was. Can you say that last part again one more time? I felt that.
I said
I felt
everyone
like that was D.
that did the trend and didn't tell their truth about what really can happen and go on chose clout over community, and that is bad, and everyone is responsible. That's what I feel. Like, you're all
I agree.
responsible. It ain't
I
just one
mean,
person. Everyone that did it. Because I don't
so do
care
you think
if,
it would have made it better if they would have said something first and then did it?
no, my thing is, okay, say it's a trend on, like, oh, we doing this trend of sniffing alcohol, right? I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
say 20 people do this trend, and 15
Right,
people, when they sniff the alcohol, it burnt their nostrils.
right.
But they still did
Yeah, they
they
still did it.
they they still did it. They still posted, oh, look at the trend, look at the trend. But you didn't say, when I first did it, it burned my
It
nostrils
burned
really,
my
really bad.
nostrils.
Right. You know what
That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
saying?
So do you think they should say something before they make the
Yes.
video? Like, hey,
No.
so this
Yes.
video I'm about to show y'all I do burn my nostrils. But you can do it if you want to at your own discretion. I don't want to tell nobody to do
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Well,
Say
yeah, that makes sense.
something.
I mean, if you
Tell
hurt
you,
yourself doing it like the cinnamon
but
challenge, a lot of people was
you
choking
know what
off
they
that
would,
cinnamon
you know,
challenge.
right. Thank you. But you know what they would say? Oh, if I tell them that, ain't nobody gonna look at my video because they ain't gonna be like, oh, he hurt himself, dummy. And they gonna, so I ain't gonna get the numbers. I can't tell them I hurt myself. I ain't gonna get the numbers.
Dude, some people like to see that. I ain't gonna front. People
Yeah,
like to
you're
see
right.
people get hurt. They got show like
You
ridiculousness and all type of stuff. Like people like to see.
you right about that
I
too.
hate to
But
say it
you
like that.
know, but no,
Boxing,
you right
UFC,
about that.
like yeah,
You
they
right
feel
about
bad, but
that.
they like to see it.
It's parents that's suing TikTok right now over their kids dying or getting hurt for trends that different trends that was posted on TikTok that didn't have any parental discretion or parental things associated with those trends. You know that this is not for everybody. I remember that growing up, like you would see a whole bunch of people doing crazy stuff on the TV,
Mm-hmm.
and the very first thing they said before they showed it and after they showed it was, don't try this at home. They literally would say, you like, we're professional, we train for this, or, or can't get hurt. But they literally was like, don't try this at home. And then
Right.
they would do the stunt or they would do the activity and it'd be off wall or you'd be like, oh my goodness, I know they hurt themselves, whatever. And then at the end, it would be a disclaimer to pop up and say, not for kids, don't try this at home. Or, they would
Mm-hmm.
literally, so then if you did it, at least they weren't going for clout. Matter of fact, they were going for both. They were going for clout while also going for the community.
How?
So it wasn't clout over the community, it was clout and the community.
Wait,
What
how is
happened?
that so? I mean, well, I don't see how.
By them
I
giving
would.
a disclaimer, don't try this at home. That was looking at
Okay.
that was being with
Okay.
the community, by telling the
All right.
community, by telling the kids, this I train
All
for
right. Yeah,
this. I'm
you're
a
right. You're right. And
professional.
then
I
by
know what
still
I'm
doing
doing.
it, the clout.
That's right, but I'm still
Yeah.
gonna do it,
Okay.
but that's the clout. So they
Because I
went for
know
both.
if back in the day, regardless, if they doing flips off walls and bouncing off stuff, jumping off stuff, like me and my brothers was saying it, we still doing it. Like, oh yeah, y'all don't do
Yes,
that.
y'all
We
did.
doing
Just
it.
like
But
y'all used to jump off the roof on mattresses and into that dumpster, and I wanted to kill y'all.
yeah,
I'm
we
like,
used to do
where
a
did
lot.
y'all see this at? Time I saw, we saw this on, what was that, Jack? Stupid Jack. What was that show?
No, that wasn't even out yet
What,
when we did that.
what did
I know
y'all saw
I know
something,
what you're talking about, but no, we was just crazy.
and I was like, y'all lied to me and Trisha and told us that y'all saw it on something. Now, we was like,
I don't
you
know.
know what? No, no more, no, watching that. No, you're done. You're done because you could have killed yourselves. You're done. These kids is crazy. So basically, but y'all didn't get done. What y'all did was, instead of jumping from the roof shed, because it wasn't a roof of the house, people. So don't be like, oh, well, they would have killed themselves. So pretty much, it was like the thing over the porch. They would jump off of that into the dumpster and then jump, because it wasn't a dumpster. It was one of those big. It was a dumpster, but it was one of them big
Yeah, it was a
long
dumpster. It was
ones,
the big
right?
blue, the big blue
Right, but it
ones.
was
It's
the big, right,
like
huge,
emptying
big
out a
blue ones
house.
that you put on the side of your house. We had one of them um on the side of our house because we was doing some remodeling. So we was like throwing, and it was pretty full. So it wasn't empty. It was like all the way to the top. But
Yeah,
they would jump
boxes.
off, yeah, boxes, right. So they drug mattresses. They drug the mattresses out, put it on the ground. So they would jump from there to there and flip from those over to the mattresses. And we just happened to catch them one day. almost gave me and my god sister, a heart attack. So they stopped. They eliminated the house. We thought they was gonna stop. I actually took a picture of them standing in the dumpster too. I got a picture of them standing in the dumpster. But because I said if they got hurt, I wanted to show proof that I didn't do nothing to them. Anyway, they eliminated the house and they start jumping from the dumpster just to the mattress, from the dumpster to the mattress, flipping, not jumping, but flipping. They would flip, which is crazy to me. But anyway, but they got it from that they saw somebody doing this. And it's like, what is wrong? And this is back in the day when they was little. So, and it's worse now because people come up with all kinds of dumb trends to do. Drink this, swallow that, sniff this, run, run and dab and do this. It's just crazy because they want these labs, they want this clout, they want that. I want my numbers really finna blow up now. My numbers really gonna blow up now. Yeah, it's ridiculous to me. So, what you think about that? Them trends.
I mean, I feel like trends are fun. Honestly, I feel like
all of them.
Not all of them. I just feel like it's fun though to have a trend, something that people can join in on, and like I ain't gonna lie, it was a trend that I had seen, and I was like, you know what, I would join in on that. But honestly, the only reason why I didn't is because I didn't want to go outside and frolic.
Because you didn't want to go outside and what?
And frolic. There was a video of a bunch of men frolicking.
Frolic. Oh,
yeah, they were frolicking. They were just outside, just frolicking, and it was a beautiful video.
It was one fun. Was like Will Smith. That one.
No, not him. But yeah, he did it. He did something too. Like I don't even know how to frolic, but no, that's not it. He was just being funny. Every man know how to frolic. That was just some fronting. I didn't want to. I didn't feel like going outside. That was my whole thing. Like I wanted to. I'm like, man, I should do a video joining in on these guys. I'm like, they had fun. They was running through the field. They were frolicking, just frolicking. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I could do that. I'm not going to though. That's exactly how that went. So I like seeing those trends. They're fun. They're exciting.
Those are fun.
Right. And then, I'm an adult, so some trends I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see all that because it's not funny. That's not cool, or that's dumb. Like some of these dances they make, I'll be like, that's cool. You got a little dance trend. Like I'm not finna join in on it and get to slide my hand or get to twisting my What is it? It was one where on TikTok where they had to poke their jaw, twist or something, like twist and crunch their mouth at the same time. I'm like, it was a lot, and I'm like, it's cool. People doing this. And you get to see different people doing it with the different styles and all that. And then you had the water trend when people was doing a little dance and throwing water on their back.
Right.
So you got different stuff that, you got different stuff where people got once you see something that people are into and you are a content creator, and you are somebody who want people to see what you can do, and something that is trendy is up your alley, I honestly feel like that is your chance and your time to shine.
Time to get that clout, baby.
Exactly. Like me, like honestly, like if a little trend came out of a rap and I really wanted to, I would do it because I'm good. I'm really good. I'm really, really good. Especially if I sit down and write something. Like I love freestyling, but if I sit down and write something, like, oh yeah, there's nothing I can't put my mind to say. Like, so it's like, but I don't make music for clout. I do it for community. That's why, if I do a song, I'll put it on the little website with it. That's why I'm just now going to start putting my music on Spotify and stuff because I don't really care for the clout stuff. Now I want to do it just so people know, like, okay, he really was making music. Like, I'm going to show everybody what I've been doing. Like, all the music I've been making, everybody's going to hit. People are like, what has he been doing? I've just been making music. I've just been sitting back, chilling, been making music. Just been killing it. Making music, man. From 2000 or something all the way to now. So, people are going to hear it. Like, so it's like, that's for community. That's not clout. because I could have been doing that stuff when it was, when I first did it. But if something
Okay.
trending happen while I'm doing this, and I feel like, I want to do that, I'll do it. Like, you don't think you would do something trending? Like, I know how you feel about it, but you don't think it's like something like really, really funny or really, really good is trending, and you really want to like up the podcast brand, and we get to the point where we're doing video podcast where now people can see us while we're doing our podcast. You're not gonna do a little trend, a little trending dance, or trending whatever.
You talking about if we go live?
Yeah, we start
Um,
going live and videos and whatever. You're not gonna do something trending like I don't know. I don't know what's trending now, so I can't bring it up. Let me see.
I don't know. I have to see as long as
What's
it ain't nothing
trending?
stupid. If it's a dance,
Yeah,
then fine. But as long as it ain't nothing stupid, then I wouldn't see why not. Some
well, I don't know, because I've seen a trend where somebody else did it and it looked stupid, and then somebody else did it and it looked nice. And I'm like, okay, it didn't look like how they did it when you did it. I'm gonna keep watching it when you do it. And then I go to somebody else, and they be like in between the guy who looks stupid and the person who looked good doing it. It's like, oh, okay, I see you was getting it. So for me, that's what it is. Like me, I have to see the trend done by multiple people to see what the real gist of it is. But I feel like, and not
like
to be speaking down on anybody out there, but not everybody does think the same.
just just like they had one challenge. Now tell
Which
me,
one?
is the blackout challenge
Blackout challenge. Blackout challenge. What is that?
where you choke yourself? Is a challenge to choke yourself until you pay. Really, really,
I'm
you're
sorry.
not
I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
until you
I'm
pass
sorry.
out. 2 little kids died trying to attempt this, a
What?
9-year-old
Oh
and an 8 year
man,
old.
why you ain't like you? Oh, I laughed,
Whatever.
Mom.
Hold on, I'm not
You should
done.
have led with that.
I'm
I
not
laughed.
done. I'm not done. What they didn't tell you, that challenge has attributed to 82 deaths.
What?
Yes,
What?
82 deaths, and 20 of them,
Man,
and 20 minors in recent months.
that's like something
Yes.
you say at the end of the podcast where
And
we be like, all right, y'all be safe out there. Make sure y'all be safe. Be
no,
careful doing those
could
trends. Like, that's why you do that. Like, oh,
whatever.
man. I
Yeah,
got to go through the rest of this podcast with that on my mind. Thank you,
right. I'm
Mother.
just, this is my truth because all trends aren't good
That's
trends.
crazy,
So
though.
yeah.
I didn't know that, though. I did not know that. Like, man, the
And you
sacrifices
know
that was
what? And
made
they say,
for
oh,
a trend
and
to
I know
become
somebody
popular.
might say, well, why would they do it? Why would they do it? Because tween and teens are more susceptible to social pressures, which
Dang,
makes it
man.
harder
Wait a
to
minute.
assess
So
risk.
these people was doing these trends by themselves. They had nobody there to do CPR, resuscitate them, or nothing like that.
Yes, not because it was
That's
supposed to
crazy.
just be you choke yourself out until you black out. But
You choke yourself out until you black out.
right, you supposed to make yourself be temporary unconscious, but some people know they was actually choking themselves to death, becoming unconscious, but they weren't waking up.
These sound like new age flatliners.
Oh,
Oh wait,
that
no, I shouldn't have
movie.
said that. That was not right. Ooh,
No, I remember that
I
TV
apologize. That
show.
was I forgot people died. You can't say stuff like, I mean, people were unalive. You can't say stuff like that. I can't. That'll
Just
get me
like
canceled.
it was a Benadryl challenge. They
A
was
Benadryl challenge?
you
Like,
take
well, people was
Benadryl.
automatically, like, I mean, not automatically, but was
They were
like,
consuming Benadryl until they could induce a hallucination.
oh, okay. Okay. I thought it was something else. I thought, this is what I thought. I thought that people who knew what they were allergic to was eating it and then eating Benadryl and seeing how much they can eat and eat before they can,
Oh no, they
the
was eating it
Benadryl
just
challenge. Like, oh, I ate
right.
all of this and then I just not took a Benadryl. Because don't Benadryl like fight against allergic reaction and allergies?
Yep, allergies.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay, I thought so.
But you can get high off of it, but it will take a lot. And people was doing it, and they were dying because of that.
Wait, I wonder. No, I don't. I mean, the way I'm about to say this, dang. I wonder like how close it is to getting high versus dying. Like if it's like 15 and a half to get high, 16 to die. Like if you didn't know, like
I
you gotta
think it all.
that
I did all.
16th one, you gotta cut that in half, like, and then you ooh wee. But then if you eat the whole 16th one, then it's like.
I think it all depends on your body weight. Just like alcohol. Back in my day, it was crazy because, well, your day too, but the most we had to worry
My
about
day
was
too.
alcohol.
It was my day too.
Kids having alcohol poison. That was the trend.
Oh
Drinking with your buddies, drinking too much, not knowing when to say no, and dying of alcohol poisoning, or becoming
man,
severely
I
ill
used to
due
get
to alcohol
tossed,
poisoning.
and I ain't never had alcohol poisoning. Let me knock on wood, cause I still be drinking sometimes. Not enough brain. But back in the day, I was lucky because I didn't. No ulcers, no stomach aches, just hangovers and throwing up. But none of that. Man, I was one of the lucky ones. But once again, I wasn't doing that for clout. I didn't drink for clout. I wasn't doing that so people could be like, "Oh man, yeah, guess what he was doing, man? Yeah." And no, I was doing it because the community.
How was it? How was it for the cousin? How was it because of the community?
Because we were having fun, and I didn't want to be the buzzkill of the community. Like, come
See,
on now,
there we
I gotta
go.
look out for
That
the
wasn't
community.
community. That wasn't the community. That was
Yes,
clout.
it
That
was.
was
No, it
clout because
wasn't.
we
It
was
was
having
community.
fun.
Look, the
How? Because
community
we
is
was
because
having
listen, if
fun.
I'm amongst the community and the community is drinking, then I am the community and I must drink.
See,
That's like going
y'all
against
hear
the
this?
community.
Look, don't do no, and no.
You trying to
No.
say no, like you weren't born in 1970. I heard about the 70s. I heard it was
But
wild
I
and
hold on. But
everybody was.
I didn't drink because everybody else was doing it. I drank because I just want. I want. You know what? I started drinking, but I started drinking at 14, and I was drinking because it was the cool thing to do
We're
at
not
family
promoting
gatherings.
underage drinking, y'all.
No, please don't. It's horrible. I'm telling you, the road you go down when you start drinking at an early age is
I ain't
horrible.
saying all that. I'm just saying I'm
For
not
me,
promoting
well, for me it
underage drinking
was.
because it
For me
wasn't
it
horrible for
was.
me. The only thing that was horrible was what you and grandma did. I will never forgive y'all for that. But other than that,
Whatever.
man, yeah.
But anyway, it was horrible for me. So at my family gatherings when I was younger, I had cousins and it was just a thing to do. That everybody was drinking, so I used to would go get, and this was like, I don't know, is this community? But I would go
Yeah.
get a cup of juice or whatever, and I bring it over to one of my cousins, and I will sit the cup down, and she will sit her cup down, and then I will pick up her cup because it would have a little bit of lick, a little bit of pop, a little bit of lick, and a little bit of pop. So she would sit her cup down. I will pick her cup up, and then she'd be like, "And you better sip because that's the only cup you getting." But it'll be full. You know them red cups? I know y'all know them red cups. But it would be full. It would be uh and what was it? Back in the day, it was Bacardi and Coke. Rum and Coke. That's what I drank. Rum and Coke. And I'm talking about pop people, not the other stuff. And I drank rum and Coke from the time I was 14 to I was like about 17. And then I switched it up
That's crazy.
to gin and juice. Sipping
To
on some
gin and
gin
juice.
and juice
It's like
way
you said,
back
gin and
with the
juice.
money on my gin and juice, baby. When that song came out, sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna let you get through it because you had said it wrong at first. Okay, I'm
I
like,
did the
let's see
first
if she
time. I had
fixes
to
it.
think, yeah, of course I
So
was
that's
gonna
why I
fix it.
interrupt. I'm like, let's see if she fixes this.
Look,
Give her a
cause
chance.
baby, I'm telling you, so yeah. But I'm telling y'all, and that was pretty much Clout. Oh, Lauren can hang. Oh, look at her. She down. It wasn't nothing about community because the community was against teenage drinking. The community was
Mm.
against um you know, with underage drinking.
Right.
The community back then was Moms Against Drunk Driving. Even though I wasn't driving, I was walking everywhere. I was a teen. I wasn't driving nobody nowhere or driving anywhere. But anyway, you saying like you don't believe me. But
No, no, no.
anyway,
I believe you.
but anyway, so yeah, but it was all about clout. It's all different types of clout. It's just now the clout is in your face because everything is social media, everything is online, everything is upfront and personal.
Yeah.
So, it's like I said, it's different types of clouts. So basically that is what I had to deal with. But I'm gonna tell you all what Google says and then see what he say. Community over clout. Prioritizes building genuine engagement, trust, and long term relationships with a loyal audience rather than chasing high follower counts or social media popularity. If focus community over clout focuses on authenticity, fostering supportive two-way conversations, and creating value, which often leads to deeper connections and higher engagement rates. Key aspects of this approach include quality over quantity. See, when you want clout, it's quantity over quality. You don't
Mm.
care the outcome. You don't care about, you just trying to reach that large audience, even if a majority of people call you stupid, guess what? You still get them numbers because they're commenting on your posts. Even to say something
Hmm.
negative to you, you still collecting the numbers that you need to build up that algorithm. Engagement strategies. Respond to comments. Oh, yeah, that's definitely clout. Oh, if someone say something to you you don't like, you will tear them up in the comments. And then of course they're gonna comment, you're gonna comment back, then they're gonna go to your profile and they're gonna comment on another picture because they're gonna think they're doing something big. And you like, yep, comment on all my stuff because guess what? You blowing up my numbers. Relationship focus. When you're dealing about when you're thinking about the community, it encouraged connection over competition, aiming to build a supportive circle rather than a large and personal audience. Right, like community, if you and somebody else see eye to eye on something, even if it's doesn't look favorite look good on you, um, if it's right, it's right. Now I can understand if it's wrong, please get
Hmm.
real. And sustainability. When you go towards community based, this approach helps prevent creative burnout by focusing on authentic interaction rather than constant content creation for the algorithm. Like, yeah, you're gonna run out of ideas. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
If you're
definitely.
not being your original self and you're trying to do clout over community, you're going to run out of ideas because you aren't being you. You
Yeah. You're waiting on
you're
the next
being
big thing to happen so you can copy it.
there you go. And then if the next big thing don't happen and you got to figure out the next big thing, then you're going to be in trouble because you're going to say, "Oh, what should I do now? What should I do now?" It's this influencer that I used to watch all the time. They've been doing
Mm.
it for years, but they used to do like different skits and like crazy skits, weird skits. But they was not like them original selves. They was making up different stuff to do to the point where burnout. And I think it was burnout because they had got to the point where they start asking the people, "What you want to see now? What should I do now?" It was like they could no longer come up with ideas on their own. They was asking, "What should I do now? What y'all think I should do now? What y'all want to see now?" Like if you would have stayed your original self and you would have stayed picked true to who you are, 9 times out of 10, your daily life could have been a skit probably every day. if you think about it. Even driving to the store and seeing something outside, it could have been a skit. If you pay
Mm,
attention to your surroundings and your community, it's natural. You have things that you can speak on or you can talk about or you can do if you pay attention to the community instead of focusing on being online and just paying attention to the clout and what's going on online and what's trending now on TikTok. Oh yeah, let me try to figure out how to do that, but in my way, in a different way, so it don't look like I'm copying. Like, but if you original, you don't have to do that.
hmm. I
And I
mean,
think that was the purpose also that I will have why I wanted to do the podcast like this because
right.
we're not copying anyone else's and what they're doing.
No,
So
no, we're
pretty much
definitely original.
right. We're telling our truth regardless of the topic. We're gonna tell our truth. We're not going to be like we're not looking up like what the so and so say about this. And then we trying to um go off of them and how they think and what they say and to keep with the clout and keep with the trend. Nah, I don't care. I'm gonna say what I say. You take it or you don't. Miss me with all that.
Yeah, I
So
agree. Definitely not doing anything for clout. And if we get the people who really enjoy us listening and really want to tune in, y'all get the commenting and making y'all comments, we'll address it. We'll speak on it, and we'll make sure that y'all are recognized and heard because that's what we do it for the community, the people to hear us. Some of the stuff we talk about are theoretical. Some of the stuff we talk about are actual life things that are some things we're dealing with. You never know what we may talk about, but we'll always be honest and we'll always give our truth about how we feel about what's going on, about what we're talking about. And that's why we say if anybody who listens to us who really enjoy, and this is a community thing, we want y'all to give us topics to talk about. Like, man, how y'all feel about this? I want to hear y'all talk about this, this, and this. You know what I'm saying? Especially anything, like especially my nerds out there, anything that y'all want to talk about that's going on in the world that we could talk about that's any um relevance or reference to a movie, holler at me. Put it down there. I'll talk about it for real. Especially like this AI stuff, man. That's pure termination conversation. But no Terminator. I said termination. It's pure Terminator conversation. But yeah, I honestly feel like that the more people chase clout, the more they lose themselves. I don't know
yeah.
that you someone who is a pure clout chaser and has not lost himself will have to come forth and be like, hey, I disagree with that. I've been clout chasing all my life and I'm still the same on me. But
Right. No. Yeah, they lose some part of themselves. If they really take a deep look inside, they have lost some part of themselves chasing clout. It's it can't be helped. It can't. Unless you stay real to yourself, you're gonna lose yourself. Pure point blank. I don't care what you say or how you say it. Nah. Come at me, fool.
yeah, you got a point.
That's just how I feel. Um, but yeah, if
Do
y'all
you
out
think that
there, mhm,
I was just gonna
go.
ask you, like, do you think if we didn't have any, do you think it would make a difference if people didn't clout chase, if people didn't follow trends? Do you think that would make a difference in content creating and people being more creative on their own? You think we have more out there or less stuff out there?
I think it would be better. I'm not gonna say more or less. I believe that if it was people being original and not chasing clout, that we would have better trends and less deaths because um they would do these trends with a moral compass. They would if people cared more about the community, if you got hurt or your homeboy got hurt or your family member got hurt doing a trend, why wouldn't you try to um help the next person avoid that, you know?
All right.
Why would you just go on about your day or keep? Because you just think about it. Have you heard in the news? The news talk about everything else. How many times have you heard in the news about these teens or whatever that died or hurt themselves doing these trends? Because it's not popular news. It's not even news people trend. They go by what's they want the ratings. So they're not going to talk about what no one else is talking about. They're going to talk about what's trending. They're going to talk about what's going to give them the numbers, even though it might be less entertaining stuff that's happening in the world, or it might be less trending stuff that people really ain't talking about that's actually helping, that might help someone. But are they going to talk about it? No. Why? Because it ain't trending, and it's not going to help their numbers. So to me, yes. Do you believe that? If it was, you answer the same question you just asked.
I think it'll give people the
Less,
opportunity
more,
to
or the
truly
same?
find. Huh?
Mm-hmm. What you
No,
say?
I want to say I believe that if there was no clout chasing, like if people, because the term clout chasing sounds bad, so I'm gonna say if there was no influence, if there was no content influence, and people had to go based off their own, like the moment you did what somebody else did, it was like, boo, you can't do that. They did this already. Like if we lived in that kind of world, then I believe it would make people be forced to find themselves and figure out what it is that they can do that will be worth watching for people. You know, if they want to be a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
Versus if a, s- you can't really be like that when it comes to music because you know everybody can make a song about a topic, and you can't. A topic is not belonging to one person. So if everybody wants to talk about drinking, partying, and money and drugs, and people gonna make songs about that, you can't say, "Hey, they already did that." No, that's different. So the standard changes with different things. But when it comes to like a whole dance routine, like unless you're saying, "Hey, challenge," or "I want to see people doing this," and then you just go off and just do it, that's different. But if you just create something and you want people to enjoy what you create, and instead, before your stuff can even get known by anybody, you got somebody else who's copying. Because right now,
And don't give you credit for it.
right, I was about to say, like right now, there's this chick I was seeing on TikTok. I don't know her name or anything. I don't want to get nobody no notice or anything, but I'm gonna say this real quick. There's this chick who's getting ridiculed because she's charging people for a dance that she didn't create. She just does it really, really good, but she don't even do it better than the person who created it, and she's charging people to watch her do it.
Oh,
And
that's
people are mad at
crazy.
her about it because she don't give credit to the person who she gets the dance from. And I'm like, dang, that's bogus. In my head, I'm like, not only did you clout chase and stole somebody's move, but you capitalize off something because you know they didn't copyright the dance, or can you copyright a dance? Like, can you claim a dance? Like, this is my dance
If you
routine.
made it
You
up,
do
you
this.
sure can.
I don't know.
No, if you made it up, as soon as
Hmm.
you did it online, it was copyright. That's the law.
It's a
As soon as,
performance, but it's like if I watch
but that's their
you got served and
choreography.
if I practice Omarion's dancing. Oh wait, it was Omarion. It was one of them. If I practice they dancing in the rain scene, boom, 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 and then I get it real good and I make my own video. That's not private. That's not pirating. That's not stealing. So I don't know if that's I don't know if that goes for dancing. I don't know if that goes for moving your body. Like if you can really
I don't
copyright
know.
moving your
That
body.
is a thought. What y'all think out there? Y'all let us know what you think. Can you or can you not honestly just steal someone's dance moves that they made up, a
I mean,
dance
yeah,
that
you
they
can
made
steal
up?
somebody's dance
I mean,
move. You
but can you
can,
get, is it copyright? Is it infringement? Let us know.
right? Because this is like with comedians. We heard, and I hate to repeat
Yeah.
this because I don't know if it's true or not, but we've heard that jokes get stolen all the time.
Yeah,
Steve
the
Harvey,
comedians, they
Cedric
say
the
that, yeah.
Entertainer. You know what I'm saying? They say these
Right.
guys, DL Hughley. They said these guys have stolen jokes, from people they've heard say them before, and they said it differently or tweaked it and whatever. But
Tried to
it's
trick it. It was still stealing.
and people still enjoyed it. Just like rappers who steal each other bars. They may say something exactly the same way, the exact same way, or they may flip it a little bit. But when people find out, you think they stop listening to them? No.
No,
So in the
but
end, we got to do better as a people and start holding these people accountable. Or guess what? They're gonna keep doing it.
yeah, I know it'd be irritating. Like I have some influencers that I really, really like on Instagram. I'm not on TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I never had a TikTok. I know everybody be like, "Oh, everyone got a TikTok." No, they don't. Sorry, not sorry. I've never had a TikTok. I've never been on TikTok. I don't even know what it's about. I know a lot of people TikTok videos, and some they'll post them like record them and they post them on Instagram. I'm like I said before, I'm an Instagram fanatic. I'm on Instagram all the time. It's crazy. I have to tell myself, girl, put your phone down. Um, so I follow a lot of people on Instagram, and I have a few favorites, and it irritates my soul. And is this crazy that when I go on like to unknown person or someone that I don't know will pop up in my feed and they're doing the same skit that one of my favorite people are doing, and they're not even using their voice. They're using the other person's voice in their skit as if.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you go to the comments or you go to the caption, they're not even tagging the person who voice they're using and who skit they're doing. Like that's not your voice, and you're stealing. That's not your
Right.
skit. It's not your voice, and you're not even tagged. That annoys me. That
Yeah. Yeah.
annoys
Because
me
that's just
to
blank
no end.
stealing. Yeah. It's just
Yes. Now
blatantly stealing. Yeah.
those are the clout chasers that get on my nerves. Like instead, you ain't about community, because instead of you popping up this person so they can get the numbers, you like, oh, look at her numbers. Let me steal that. Look at his numbers. Let me do that. But like you said, could you imagine how many videos or copycats wouldn't be out there if they was forced to do only their original stuff? If they couldn't,
Mm.
if they couldn't steal it, copy it, repeat it. Just of all the videos you saw, just think how less would the web be cluttered with all these excess videos if people had to think for themselves. And I will say about I'm gonna say I'm gonna throw a number out there. If y'all disagree with me, let me know. I'm gonna say 70% of people online would not be influencers to this day if they had to think of their own stuff.
Mm.
Because they either posting other people's videos, or they're either copying other people's videos, or they're either copying other people's trends, but nothing that they do is original.
Right.
Now, if y'all look on social media, like I said, I'm not on TikTok, but y'all can do TikTok. But if you think about Instagram, just me, Instagram alone, I would say, I'm going to say 65, 70% of people on Instagram would not have would not be influencers or social media phenomenons, because if they had to think of or promote just what they come up, if they had to be original, because people don't know how to be original,
Yeah. They don't know how to create their own. That's true.
because and they don't care either. You know why? Because those numbers, they're running out the clout. They don't care about the community or who they take it from. They're just running out after the clout. They don't care about reaching out to community or being a part of the bigger picture.
Right.
And and I feel like you should.
Yeah, you definitely should.
I feel like you should. So at the end of the day, as the day ends, I want y'all to think about it. And I want y'all to figure out how to rebuild real life connections and choose community over clout. Think y'all could do that? Give it a try for 30 days. See if it changes your life for the better.
That's a good one.
So let's do the word for the day. Word for the day is ardent. I'm going to spell it for you. Oh, I forgot to send it to, I'm finna send it to you so you can see it, so you can spell it on your own. I forgot to do that. Hold on,
That
people.
you
Let me
did.
send it to them. You be knocking my words sometimes. You got your little book, you throwing them in, the words that don't make no sense. So I have to protect my little words that I get. Okay, ardent.
Ardent.
How to, yep, I sent it to you. I just sent it to your phone. So it's spelled Ardent. Did you get it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I know how
Okay.
to spell it.
All right. No, no, but I'm telling them just in case. You never
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I got it. Yeah, I know the
Right.
definition of that.
Did y'all hear that? Okay, you say you know the definition. What's the definition?
Can I say this in my way without? It's like made a movie about it, or a video game. One of them. But
You want
yeah,
me to give a definition? It's kind of it's like what you said, but enthusiastic or passionate. So, like he said, intense
yeah,
emotion about
yeah.
something. Yeah. So, are we keeping this, or you throwing this away in your book?
I like the word ardent in its definition actually because it has a you can use it in a sentence and it sounds pretty decent. Actually, like you can use it in a sentence for different. I just like the word. It works. Yes.
It works.
Yeah.
There we go, people.
It
You heard it
says,
here from the word guru. We're keeping it, baby. So, figure out how to use it. Ardent. And let us know how you used it. Tell us, tell us, tell us,
oh,
tell us, tell us.
yeah.
Anyway, y'all have a good night. Be kind to someone on purpose.
And be kind to someone new.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Be blessed. And this is our truth because I am his mom.
And I am her son.
Peace.
Peace.
Good